Hey guys, welcome back. So today might seem a little bit of a topic I've already kind of covered, but this is going to be like in a different way. We're going to have story time a little bit. And this story time was brought on by me listening to a whole lot of songs recently. One entitled Peace Be Still. Another is one of Jeremy Camp's new songs, When You Speak, and in that he has a line or a lyric that says peace be still. And so I was like, you know what, let's dive into this and really see what it means. I mean, be still, yeah, sure, peace be still, what? So you can find this in Mark 4:39. You can find it, some versions don't specifically say peace be still. Some might say hush be still, or it might say quiet be still. Mine, in one of my Bibles, it's CSV, and it says silence be still. So depending on what version you have, it's something along those lines regardless anyways. So basically, this was a commandment that Jesus gave near the end of Mark 4:35. And so I'll read it real quick so we can really get a synopsis on this. And it is, on that day, when evening had come, he told them, let's cross over to the other side of the sea. So they left the crowd and took him along, since he was on the boat. And other boats were with him. A great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking over the boat, so that the boat was already being swamped. He was in the stern, sleeping on the cushion. So when they woke him and said to him, Teacher, don't you care that we're going to die? He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, Silence, be still. The wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Then he said to them, Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith? And they were terrified and asked one another, Who then is this? Even the wind and sea obey him. So if you've gathered, this is when Jesus calms the storm. Peace be still, silence be still. Jesus told the storm to calm down, just like a teacher would tell a psychotic classroom to be calm, to silence, be still. That's just kind of what he meant by there. Let me get my page turned. So when this happened, the disciples were in awe. They were amazed at this. The wind and the water actually listened. It obeyed Jesus. So this kind of also added to it. It gave them a clue as to who Jesus was and what his capabilities were, what he could do. The closer you dive into this story, the more you read it and understand it and get all the backgrounds and stuff. Just as the wind and the waves, the disciples were also raging. I mean, they asked Jesus, are you going to do something about this? I mean, really. But before we get wild with this, we have to remember that the disciples themselves were, I guess you could say, newborn Christians. They were still fresh in their faith and trying to learn and understand and gather, and so they questioned him about it, but they still had that idea that he could do something about it, which is why they went to him in the first place. So I mean, if you think about it, yeah, that's how this goes. There's 13 people on this small boat, okay? 12 of those go to the 13th in hopes, with knowledge that he can do something about it, because they knew he had extraordinary abilities, that he was capable of doing so many unhuman things. Once Jesus had calmed everything, storms, the winds, etc., calmed down, Jesus turns to his disciples and says, Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? I mean, that would kind of be like a slap in the face personally to me. But Jesus didn't take it that way. He was repeating himself to them, just wording it differently. Instead of peace be still, he was just telling them, calm down, I've got this. It's cool, just take a breath. This story is still relevant today when it comes to our peace being still. We always need to remember that no matter our circumstances or what's going on, that Jesus is there with us, that he can calm our storm. He can calm the storms of our soul. He can just make us feel wonderful. He can give us that faith and that ability. There are times when he doesn't calm the storm, but instead he focuses on the one thing, and that's us. That is his children. So when the winds and waves won't calm, peace be still. Be cool. He's got this. So peace be still. Have a good week. Have a good day. Whatever. See you later.